Welcome to the Manifestation Babe podcast. My name is Catherine Zinkina, and I'm a manifestation expert, master mindset coach, and multiple seven-figure entrepreneur. I'm obsessed with helping you achieve everything that you once thought was impossible. If you're looking to massively up-level your life, your finances, your relationships, your productivity and success, then you have come to the right place. My goal in this podcast is to help you see the infinite potential within yourself to be, do, and have anything that your heart desires. Think of this podcast as your weekly dose of mindset development to help you maximize who you are and where you're going. Leave it to me to provide you with the tools, the resources, the strategies, and teachings that you need to manifest a reality wilder than your wildest dreams. I know we're about to have so much fun together, so thank you so much for pushing play today. And now let's begin. Hello, gorgeous souls, and welcome back to the Manifestation Babe podcast. If you guys hear me heavily breathing during this episode, it is because I literally can't, you guys. I have been running around this morning at 100 million miles per hour, literally had to whip out all of my grounding tools like my Palo Santo, my sage. I got some essential oils going. I got my frankincense incense going. I meditated, I tapped. I've been trying to ground myself because I cannot contain my excitement. So right now it is Monday, which is day one of Business by Design Open Cart. And I have been waiting for this moment for so many months now. The last time this program was open was October, and I dabbled a little bit here and there in helping promote this program. But quite honestly, I was traveling at the time. I was in Costa Rica. I barely had any Wi-Fi. So I was like on the beach sending some emails and posting some stories about it and just doing my part because I believe in this program so much. And then I flew to Dubai for my birthday, and obviously like everything went out the window the moment I entered the Emirates business class plane and thought to myself, holy crap, I am living my vision board. This is amazing. And of course went on a 16-hour flight all the way to Dubai. And so this is the moment I've been waiting for to properly share and promote this program and give you a ton of bonuses, like $3,000 worth of bonuses. Plus, since I've already announced this, and by the time you're listening to this, it is no longer just open cart. Guys, the cart is already closing in the next 24 hours. And I have already announced, although not officially on my podcast yet, that there are 2 additional bonuses that I am giving out for anyone who signs up for BBD through the Manifestation Babe experience. I'm calling it the bonus experience because it really is a bonus experience. You guys are going to get a live event that is hosted with James and I together. So you get to meet us in person next year. And I am also giving away a ton of masterclasses, and there is a Facebook group involved, and there are some PDFs and workbooks and all of this stuff to help you manifest your business by design. And the 2 bonuses that I have announced officially, I believe it's Tuesday, but by the time you're listening to this, I don't know exactly when my team is planning on releasing this podcast episode. It is either Wednesday or Thursday. So you literally either have 24 hours left to sign up or actually even less. And I added in a Millionaire Money Mindset Masterclass into the mix of the bonuses, as well as, guys, drum roll, please. I have literally saved a spot to my sold out Bali Retreat and saved it for one Business by Design Manifestation Babe student who gets the most amazing, biggest, best transformation through the program and through all of the bonuses. And the one who creates the best transformation, me and the Manifestation Babe community, actually it's going to be mostly the Manifestation Babe community, just to keep it fair and unbiased, are going to choose a winner who will come to my sold out retreat. You're probably wondering, how the hell is there a spot left on a sold out retreat? Well, it's called manifestation, and my team and I manifested it for you. So that is there for the taking. And I'm so excited to offer this because obviously Bali is one of my favorite places in the world, and my Bali retreat is one of my most favorite events of the year. In fact, up until this launch, it was my only event of the year. So the only way you could ever meet me in person is by going to all the way to Bali, flying all the way 18 hours from Los Angeles and meeting me in Bali and coming to my retreat and having the whole week-long experience. Now, this retreat is worth $10,000, and there is a spot for one lucky Business by Design Manifestation Babe student. And I am so excited. That's why I'm like I literally couldn't keep my energy down. I just woke up this morning 2 hours before my alarm, and I was like, oh my God, I need to share this with the world, but it's Monday. I can't officially share it with anyone because I'm planning to officially share it on Tuesday. But by the time you're listening to this episode, it is already Wednesday, and guys, cart is already closing. So go to manifestyourbusinessbydesign.com and get your butt signed up. This is the program that is for any entrepreneur, whether you're just starting, you've already started, or you already have success but want even more success. This is like the instruction manual to go from being stuck or struggling or trying to figure out how to get to the next level to a digital CEO boss babe who is running a machine that creates freedom, not just for yourself, but really for other people too, because you were born and designed to serve people and to help people. And you have information inside your head and a message inside your head that you were divinely designed to help people with and actually open up one of your massive channels of abundance through this message. I believe that we have limitless channels of abundance, but one of the biggest ones that I've seen from my personal experience and just from watching my students, that when you're 100% in alignment and sharing your experience with others and helping other people via your experience and your passions and what you most love to share and to teach, that opens a huge channel of abundance, just wide open for you to attract all of the money and all of the success and all of the accolades and all the fulfillment that you could possibly ever want. You guys, before I get into this episode, I just want to make sure you're not sitting on this, because today's episode is talking about what it takes to be a fulfilled millionaire. And the reason why I say fulfilled millionaire is because there are people out there who are totally unfulfilled, even though they have a ton of money. And I am not here to help create unfulfilled millionaires. I am not here to attract people who are just in it for the money. I want to make sure that you are 100% fulfilled, happy, and joyful in anything and everything that you do in your life, and have a shit ton of money to supply all of that energy and all of the stuff that you want to do and buy and experience. All of the adventures that you want to have, they are yours for the taking. And one of the keys, and I'm going to share 10 key traits of a 7-figure entrepreneur. And I just want to let you know that although I didn't write it down right now in my list of 10, actually it's 8 key traits, sorry. So you guys are going to get a bonus right now, which is 7-figure entrepreneurs never sit on inspired action. So if you are being called right now, if there is a nudge, a calling, an urge, if you are feeling like you should sign up for a BBD, it is probably because your higher self is telling you to do it. And 7-figure entrepreneurs never sit on action. It is the struggling entrepreneurs who sit on procrastination, who hesitate, who never take action because it's so uncomfortable. But it's the uncomfortable that's going to open you up and expand your comfort zone and take you to the next level. If you want to live an unrecognizable life, you must take unrecognizable action. And unrecognizable action is uncomfortable action. Okay? manifestyourbusinessbydesign.com. So let's dig into 10 key traits of a 7-figure entrepreneur, because I know that if you're an entrepreneur and you're following this podcast, you're probably ambitious as fuck. Am I right? Or am I right? You don't just want to live a comfortable life. You want to live a grand life. You want to live a life of your wildest dreams. Like you want to live a life that is so good that even your dreams are jealous of your reality, right? They are blown away by your reality because they're like, holy crap, we can't even beat your actual reality. And that's the kind of life that I want you to live. I want that for you. And I only hope that you want it for yourself as much as I want it for you. Because seven-figure entrepreneurs, here's my next bonus tip. I don't have this in here in my list, but I just realized that somehow the universe got me to write down 10 key traits of a seven-figure entrepreneur when I only wrote down 8. So I guess I was designed to channel some bonuses. And so the bonus key trait of a seven-figure entrepreneur is that they have a massive desire. They have a burning desire. There is absolutely nothing that is going to stand in their way. They have a mission, they have a purpose, and even if they can't 100% define it, because I know that not everybody knows exactly what they're meant to do in this lifetime, that is something that you actually discover with time and with taking action, right? The more action that you take, the clearer it becomes whether something is meant for you or something is a waste of time. Okay, but the only way that you'll know is if you actually take action and you actually fail forward. You cannot reach success by avoiding failure. You actually have to invite failure into your life in order to reach success. Because success and failure are not parts of two different paths. They're actually parts of the exact same path. And if success is your destination, you are going to reach many failures along the path. And as long as you have a burning desire, that's going to keep you going, okay? So let's dig into the other 8 key traits. So I just gave you 2. Let's dive in. Number 1 of my list, even though I already gave you 2, it's technically 3, but number 1 on my list is seven-figure entrepreneurs are committed AF, okay? They are so committed 100% of the time that they are going to do whatever it takes to reach their destination. Their commitment is unwavering. That doesn't mean that they don't have bad days. They don't have days that they feel like giving up. Like I have tough days where I'm literally like, what is the point of moving forward? There is no point. I don't want to do anything today. Please turn on The Bachelor or Bachelorette. I just want to watch some trashy reality TV, eat my damn popcorn, have a donut, and just not give a fuck. Like you are still going to have those kind of days. Seven-figure entrepreneurs still have those days, but it's about how often you get back up. How willing you are to get back up, to be resourceful, to try again, to try something new, to fail again, knowing that you will fail again and you will also stand up again and keep going. Number 2, never ending. I will repeat that again. Never ending growth and improvement. Seven-figure entrepreneurs have zilch, I know syndrome. Do you know what I mean by I know syndrome? I know syndrome comes from people who, whenever you try to help them or give them advice or they feel like they know everything, right? Even though their life and their results don't really show that, because I feel like, actually, I know this. I don't just feel it. I know it, that when you actually know something, you are living it. And so many people are not actually living the concepts that they give advice on or that they preach on. They don't actually know it because they're not living it. And so there's never I know syndrome. When you try to help people and they're like, oh, I already know that. I know. And I personally, for me in my life, I know is a forbidden phrase. I don't ever say I know to people because what I do know for a fact is I don't know what I don't know. And so there's so much for me to learn. I mean, there's so much growth to be had. And I'm so hungry for creating more. And I know that the more that I create, the more that I get to experience. And in order for me to create more and experience more, I have to learn more. And I never say the phrase I know because I feel like I am a beginner every single day. I approach my business, I approach my life, I approach every single conversation as if I can learn something today from every single person that I come across. I am not too good for anyone and no one is too good for me. We can all learn from each other. And to have that hunger of never-ending growth and improvement and zilch of the I know syndrome, you will be amazed how much you pick up on a daily basis that you can actually go home and apply to your own life and apply to your own business that gives you the edge in your industry because you decided to learn something from someone else who supposedly has no clue about your business, is in an entirely different industry, yet they just shared a trick that helps them with their business that you then went home and applied to your business. Even though the industries are completely different, you realize that it's a concept and it is value that you can apply to your business no matter what. And that's what pushes you over the edge to stand out in your industry. Because you weren't too good for that conversation. You didn't just shut it down. You actually were open. You were open to education and you were open to information. That leads me into number 3. The third trait is that 7-figure entrepreneurs invest monetarily into themselves, their business, and their minds. 7-figure entrepreneurs, they put their money where their mouth is, okay? And they put their money into investments that will grow their business or grow their mindsets. Because you guys, an unlimited business and an unlimited bank account comes from an unlimited mindset, right? Everything is driven from belief. I believe that life is an entire big belief system, right? Everything in your life right now is a reflection of your belief system. And everything starts from a belief because if you think about it, belief drives behavior. Behavior drives results. So if you believe that you can't accomplish something or you don't have what it takes to be a 7-figure entrepreneur, then guess what? Are you going to be driven to behave like a 7-figure entrepreneur? Are you going to be driven to take actions if you don't believe it'll ever happen? Probably not. And if you don't take the action, you don't get the results because again, law of attraction plus law of action equals real life magic. Now, if you did believe that you have everything that it takes to be a 7-figure entrepreneur. And I'm literally listing to you the traits so you can get into that state of being, because being is stepping into the version of yourself who already has everything that she wants or he wants. So if you want to be a 7-figure entrepreneur, you got to start acting like a 7-figure entrepreneur, thinking like a 7-figure entrepreneur, and believing like a 7-figure entrepreneur. And when you believe, you're going to take the action. Right? So an unlimited bank account and business and everything else comes from an unlimited mind. And so 7-figure entrepreneurs, they invest monetarily into themselves, their business, and their minds, knowing that the transformation is in the transaction. And I really learned this from James Wedmore, who is my mentor and also the creator of Business by Design, where he brought something up to me about 1.5 years ago that really got me thinking. And I noticed a pattern. First of all, in my life, I have put $500,000, maybe even over now, into my business and into my mindset. I have spent so much money and I don't see it as spent. That's the key. I've invested so much money into my mindset, into courses, masterminds, mentors, consultants, coaches, and everything in between. And I have been able to create now almost $4 million of revenue. I didn't put it all in at once, but it's just an add up over the last 3 years that adds up to 500,000, right? And then over the last 3 years, I've created $4 million. And James himself has also invested probably even more money than I have into masterminds and courses and coaches and consultants. And he's created over $35 million in the last 12 years. And he pointed out to me, Catherine, the transformation is in the transaction. And the people who invest monetarily into themselves, they put their butts on the line and they light a huge fire under their ass because they put their money where their mouth is. And all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I have to take action now. I put an investment into it. My energy is really into it. And so I need to take action. I need to create results from it. And how many people out there are still stuck consuming free content? And I want to ask you, how far has that free content taken you? It's going to give you a nice head start, right? I have nothing against free content. In fact, 99% of what I give is free content. My podcast is free content. It costs you nothing to push play and listen to it. My Instagram is free content. My Facebook group is free content. I have a whole freebie library on my website, literally PDFs, workbooks, and pages and pages and pages and videos of free content. And it's going to give you the head start, right? There's a lot of good information out there, but the people who tend to put the content into action are those who paid for the content. And that just blew my mind because I noticed that it's my students who tend to get the best results. And James similarly said that it's his students inside of Business by Design that tend to get the highest level of results. And this is no mystery. It's because when you really put your butt on the line, you're going to do whatever it takes. And there is magic that happens. And the universe actually takes those who invest in themselves monetarily much more seriously than those who aren't really putting much energy into the system, right? You can never make your time back. You can always make the money back, but your time is limited. And so if you are wasting your time Googling your way through, instead of just paying for the shortcut and paying to learn someone else's mistakes and failures and what to do and what not to do, you're going to get there so much faster. And holy crap, you're going to create more time for yourself in the future. And so if you're wasting your time right now, guys, I want to remind you that time is a limited resource. You don't get it back. But money, I can teach you how to manifest the money. Like, come on. I'm including a module inside of Business by Design that's all on money mindset. And I have many courses and all kinds of content, like a book, right? Unleash Your Inner Money Babe is like $20 on Amazon. And then I have my premier program that will really help you dive deep and completely change your relationship with money, which is my Rich Babe Academy course launching in September. Hint, hint, just so you guys know, because I've been getting so many questions. But money can always be made back, okay? So get the difference, because if you value your time more than money, you're actually going to end up creating more money. It's people who value their time more than money that end up creating more money. Number 4. Oh my God, this is a huge one. This should honestly be number 1. If I could go back and change this list, I would make this number 1. 7-figure entrepreneurs are always in integrity with themselves, with others, and all of their commitments. And this is key, guys, because this relates to investing monetarily into yourself. When you sign up for something, when you're in integrity with something, you commit wholeheartedly to finish what you started and pay off all of the investments that you've made. You stay committed. You keep your word. You do what you say, and you say what you will do. And I see so many gung-ho entrepreneurs who start something and then never finish, or invest in something and then come across a challenge or a hard time, which literally occurs to us all. So it's nothing that makes them unique. And then somehow either disappear or don't keep up with their payments, don't keep up with their investments, and they just disappear. And it's no wonder that they don't ever find success on the other side. Not because they don't deserve it, not because they're not worthy of it, not because they're not capable of it, but because they destroy the energetics. Because you cannot manifest your best life when you're out of integrity with yourself and the universe. You cannot trick the universe, you guys. The universe literally has a record of everything that you do, and there's something called the law of cause and effect, or the law of karma, or the law of compensation, which states that essentially what you put out, you receive. And even if nobody knows, it's a big secret. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that you disappeared. Nobody knows that you're not keeping up with your investments. Nobody knows that you're not keeping up with your payments. Nobody knows that you are not actually doing the course that you paid for, that you're not actually doing the inner work. Nobody might not know. You can totally make it up, and you can make it seem like you're successful on Instagram. You can use Photoshop, right? You can fake everything. But the universe cannot be lied to. It cannot. You must be in integrity, whether people are watching you or they're not. There's just no way around this, you guys. And I have to say, this is the number one key trait. Successful, fulfilled millionaire entrepreneurs are always in integrity. And even if you find a millionaire entrepreneur out there who's out of integrity, I'm telling you guys, they are miserable inside. They are not fulfilled. Being out of integrity and being fulfilled do not go hand in hand together. I can guarantee that to you. Something is always going to feel off about you, and you're going to be out of alignment. And when you're out of alignment, you create a life that's out of alignment. So if you have been out of integrity and you're not keeping your word and you're not doing what you say and you're not saying what you'll do and you're not 100% committed, this is definitely something to work on. Number 5, 7-figure entrepreneurs are impact and money driven. They are both, you guys, and they're not afraid of money, okay? Because you can't help more people without creating income in your business. You just can't. And without impacting other people, you will also not be able to create income in your business. 7-figure entrepreneurs know that money is just a byproduct of impact. And you can't create more impact without more money. They 100% feed each other. It's like an infinity symbol, okay? It goes out and comes back in. Money mindset is always on point for the fulfilled 7-figure entrepreneur. And if you are still afraid of money, right, or you think that it's selfish to have money, then you're probably not helping as many people as you're capable of helping, you guys. Because if you don't have money to hire people, if you don't have money for the software that you need to create stellar products, right? If you don't have the money to invest in yourself, the money to invest in your energy, to keep yourself in that alignment, and you can't reach people and you have no money for ads, maybe your business requires you to create Facebook ads at this time or Instagram ads at this time. I know that that's something we've invested in this year because we know that we want to make a bigger impact. We want to reach people who we haven't reached yet. And without the ad money, the ad spend, guess what? We can't reach those people. And so you can't be afraid of the money piece. And that leads me into number 6. Money mindset is their number one work. I'm telling you guys, the majority of people have a horrible relationship with money. And they don't even realize that it is a relationship. It is a relationship that you have with the energy of money that determines how much money you have. And if you treat money like an evil entity, it will show up in your life like an evil entity, if not at all. And if you treat money like it is your best friend in the world, it will show up into your life like the best friend that you could ever have. It will take care of you. It will support you. It'll allow you to be more, have more, do more, give more. It will help you create more success. It'll help you create more impact. It'll help you create so much more in your life. You cannot demonize money and be a 7-figure entrepreneur. It just does not work. Okay? That's why I included the Millionaire Mindset module, where I'm literally putting stuff that I only teach inside of Rich Babe Academy into this module and giving it to all of my Business by Design Manifestation Babe students, because this relationship has to be valued and it has to be one of your most important relationships, if not the most important relationship. Because you guys, I don't remember the exact statistic or the exact percentage, but most divorces happen because of money. And it's not money in general, it's actually the lack of money. And the worse off your relationship with money is, the less money you have in your life, the less money you will create in your life. Feeding it lack energy will only attract lack energy. But if you come from an abundant place, like, holy crap, money's here to support me and money's just a tool and I get to have as much as I want. Like, holy crap, my life is limitless at that point. I can create so much. I can help so many people. It's the people who don't have money who stress about money the most. And it's the people who do have money who think the least about money. I'm telling you guys, the more successful I've become, the less I've thought about money. Not in the sense of like the less of a relationship I've had with money. No, my relationship has only grown stronger, but I don't think about fear. Like, there's no fear around money. And so therefore I don't stress about it. It doesn't consume my mind. And because it doesn't consume my mind, I can actually focus on helping people and taking care of people and serving people and experiencing life and having fun and doing the things that I want to do. Okay, so this is so important. Money mindset is their number one work. It is like 90% of your work. It really is mostly inner work, right? Like even the conventional like money tips, I don't even resonate with because they are not in alignment with what I believe about money. And if you guys are curious, what do I believe about money and what can I teach you? Get inside of Business by Design. Get inside of Rich Babe Academy, whichever speaks to you. Maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but you're listening anyway. I love you so much. I'm so happy you listen to my content no matter what it is. I truly appreciate you. Then maybe Rich Babe Academy is for you, and that'll be launching later. But if you want money mindset and business strategy, then definitely go for Business by Design. Okay, number 7. 7-figure entrepreneurs know that they have a purpose in changing people's lives. They know that nothing is really about them and it's about who they help and who they serve. And they know that there are people out there praying for their services, their offers, and their products. They know that the reason why they've been inspired to create their business is because other people have been praying for them to create their business, because their product actually solves a problem for other people. And those people have been praying for a solution, and that solution decided to manifest through you. Decided to manifest through you. It chose you to be incarnated into physical form. And if you treat that lightly, you guys, you are missing out on a huge gold mine of potential, of infinite potential, of infinite possibility, of such a life that you can create if you just realized that the reason why you were inspired to create your business was because it is part of your purpose. It's part of your purpose in changing people's lives. And 7-figure entrepreneurs, they know about the law of reciprocity, or I call it the law of compensation. And this essentially means that you will be well compensated in exchange for the amount of souls that you help. So it's not just about money flowing your way for no reason, but it really is in exchange for the amount of souls that you help. If you are just willing to help people with no strings attached and give without any expectation in return, you never have to worry about going hungry because the law of compensation will always take care of you. And then number 8, or I guess number 10 now, and this one is so huge. I wrote a whole post on this. I called it the anti-microwave mindset. And that's because 7-figure entrepreneurs are all about delayed gratification. They don't have a microwave mindset. They're not just willing to push a button and collect all of the low-hanging fruit that will later cost them in the future. They're not willing to destroy their reputation right away just by selling and talking at people and by offering people what they don't want and not coming from service at all. It's about the delayed gratification of first coming from service and giving value and helping people, and then knowing that you will always be taken care of. I see so many people, they just take advantage of all of these opportunities that are low-hanging fruit. And the thing is that you guys, most newbie entrepreneurs, and if you've made this mistake, I know I've made it before, so don't you worry, we're all in this boat together. But most newbie entrepreneurs, they have this belief that opportunities are rare and that they hardly ever come along. But the truth is that opportunities are a dime a dozen. Tony Robbins always said that in all of his seminars. And I just ingrained that into my mind. I'm like, wow, if opportunities are a dime a dozen, as he says, let me see if that's true. Let me start looking for that. And it's insane how many opportunities I get every single day. It's like my challenge now is saying no more often than yes. It's like I have to say no so often. It's really about what are the few things that I'm willing to say yes to? And sometimes it's one thing at a time when I have 99 opportunities coming my way. And I'm willing to give up the short term in exchange for the long term. Because most millionaire entrepreneurs, they get there because they were in it for the long run. They're all about delayed gratification. It's not about what you can get today. It's about what you can create that's sustainable for the rest of your life. And not just the rest of your life, but it creates your legacy. It is your legacy that lives beyond you. And that's my mission with Manifestation Babe. I never intended this to be the Catherine Zinkina show. I don't want it to just be the Catherine Zinkina show. I want it to be about all of you guys. I want it to be about this community. I want it to be a legacy where even after I pass, to the next life or beyond the realms and dimensions of this planet, like I want people to still connect with Manifestation Babe. And I'm going to figure out how to do that. That's like my 10-year vision is how do I do that where this business doesn't actually depend on me? And it's really about serving people, regardless of whether I exist or not. And that's true delayed gratification because I really need to let go of my ego and not worry about the short term. Of course, you can still make money now, you guys. You can have abundance the whole way. But it's really like the way that I think about it is, are you selling your soul for the short term? Right? Or are you keeping and holding on to your integrity and what's important to you and focusing on the long term? So those are my, 10 key traits of a 7-figure entrepreneur. I'm going to call this episode, since I'm recording it right now and I can change this at any time, I will title it as 8 key traits, just so we don't cause any confusion. So anyway, you guys, Business by Design, I'm telling you, is such an amazing program. I've been talking about it for the last 2 weeks and it's for a reason. You guys, I'm not selling my soul for this program. Like it is not about delayed gratification here. It's because, or instant gratification. It's because I truly, truly believe in it. And I have purposely stopped creating business content for you guys because it's not my passion. This stuff is not my passion. I like to talk about the big picture mindset stuff and the manifestation stuff that relates to entrepreneurship because obviously I'm an entrepreneur. I have an online business. I apply this stuff in my own life. And of course it matters and it's important. I just hate teaching the strategy. And James Wedmore is so good at that. And I would so much rather we all live in our zone of geniuses. My zone of genius is really manifestation and mindset, and helping you reframe and rewire all of your thinking and all of your beliefs so that you can manifest the life and business of your wildest dreams. And that's why I created the bonuses that I did, because mine relate all to the inside work, right? James says creating success from the inside out. I'm giving you a lot more inside stuff than is contained inside a BBD, because I feel like you can never get enough of that, because that's 90% of the work, and the strategy will just so easily flow out of you when you get the mindset ready. So if you're ready for the instruction manual to go from struggling entrepreneur to a digital CEO boss babe, running a machine that creates freedom for yourself and others, you have, as of right now, about 24 hours left to enroll. Go to manifestyourbusinessbydesign.com, where my bonuses are only available through that link. So make sure you enroll through that link. And if for some reason you've already enrolled and you didn't even know about the bonuses, or you forgot, or you made a mistake and you want the bonuses, that's okay. It's not too late. Just make sure that you send your receipt, your enrollment receipt, regardless of whether you choose the payment plan or the Pay in Full or BBD Next Level, which is definitely something to look into, by the way. Send your receipt to hello@manifestationbabe.com, and then also let Team Wedmore know too. So send them an email as well. Let them know that you want the Manifestation Babe bonuses with Catherine Zinkina, and we will work together to take care of you. Where by the end of cart close, we'll figure it out, we'll cross-reference, we'll double check, and we'll make sure that you get the bonuses. And again, James and I are co-hosting an event next year. So you don't only get the program, you don't only get all of the digital bonuses, you don't only get the Business by Design live event, which I spoke at last January, but you also get a live event where James and I get to share with you all of our mindset, manifestation, woo-woo stuff that pertains to business. And I know that there's going to be a lot of money mindset involved there as well. And I think that that's where I really want to focus on at that event. Personally, I have no idea where James's focus is yet, but it's going to be fucking good. Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Send me a DM when you sign up. Send me an email when you sign up. I just want to celebrate you and let you know that you are 100% on the right path, and any butterflies or little things that your ego tells you, like the little fears, right? You might feel a little jittery from what you just did, the action that you just took. I want to just reaffirm that you are in the right place at the right time, and your success is inevitable, and you are always on the right path. All right. I will see you guys in the next episode. Again, there's 24 hours left to enroll, so make sure you do that. Love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes so that I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up the extra inspiration on Instagram by following @ManifestationBabe or visiting my website at manifestationbabe.com. I love and adore you so much and can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out there and manifest some magic.